I was just like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. That's it. And I just felt like... Hey guys, it's Toria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do another what I eat in a day video, but it's going to be a what I eat in a week video while I'm doing the Chloe Ting challenge. So this will give other people who are also doing the challenge ideas of what kinds of foods to eat, because I feel like the food part of doing a workout or doing an exercise program is the hardest part to figure out, because once you do your workout you're feeling really good, and then if you're refueling your body with foods that aren't good for you, you're not going to see the kind of results you want. So that was always the struggle for me for years and years, and sometimes it still is, but I've gotten really good over the years at just being better and making healthier choices, and I've definitely seen a lot more results now than I have in the past any other time that I've done workouts. So I just wanted to give you guys some ideas of healthy meals to pair with your Chloe Ting workouts as you guys do the programs. Make sure if you haven't already to subscribe and become part of the family. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload. And yeah, we'll have a lot of fun together. So for anyone who's new here, I did just finish the 25-day Hourglass challenge, and then now I'm going into the 4-week shred challenge. And I'm just really excited to see what my results are. I do also want to mention that I do practice intermittent fasting, so normally I would have my first meal around 11 or noon. So my first meal of the day is going to be my protein coffee smoothie. I like to have this pretty much every morning if I can. We're actually right at the end of another thing of our protein powder. We have to order more today, so you probably won't see many more protein powder recipes or anything that I normally have, because I actually just ran out of it. But we're gonna get creative, and I'm gonna give you guys a lot of good ideas. If you guys want to know how to make this is actually on my Instagram page, and I will link it for you guys below, or show you guys here on the screen how you can actually find it on my feed. I am gonna go ahead and make myself some Kodiak cakes. I absolutely love them. They're like a protein pancake mix that you can get at the grocery store. And if you add like an egg to it or some milk or anything like that, you can add even more protein to it. It's a really good way to start out the day, especially when you're doing HIIT exercises and using a lot of energy. So on today's pancakes, I had 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. I felt like that was enough, but you can add more or less, totally up to you, or if you have like a sugar-free option of maple syrup. I do love the Lakanto brand pancake syrup, I think is what it's called. I haven't had it in so long, but I used to live on that stuff. It's so good, sweetened with monk fruit. It's absolutely delicious. And then for lunch today, I'm having my air fryer pizza. I've shared this on my Instagram a couple of times. This is one of my favorite lunches of all time. I'm just having that on a piece of garlic naan with some fresh mozzarella, about 2 ounces of fresh mozzarella, and a few tablespoons of pizza sauce. So now I'm just preheating my air fryer to 395 for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna pre-crisp up that crust before I add any toppings. I like it to be like nice and crispy and not get soggy from the sauce, so I like to put it in for a little bit ahead, flip it halfway through, make sure it gets to about the crispiness that I want, because after we add the toppings, it's only going to cook in there for maybe another 3 minutes or so. So I'm waiting for that, and then adding my toppings and popping that back in and cooking that for another 3 to 5 minutes. After I let my pizza digest, it was time to have my pre-workout, so I'm just having some of the RSP aminolean. I put 2 scoops of that in some infused water that Mike had made that day. It had some watermelon, berries, and mint in it, and it just tasted really good mixed together. I also added a little bit of pumpboost, which helps your blood flow and get the blood flowing to your muscles and helps them grow and recover a little bit faster, but that is totally optional. Okay, and we kept dinner super simple tonight. Just had some baked tilapia. I drizzled that with a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then had a cup of peas because they're very high in protein. This is just a very high protein dinner, and I wanted to save the rest of my food for snackies tonight. And the snacks I'm having are 2 halos and some Greek yogurt with berries. I had some strawberries and raspberries on top, and then I also added half a cup of my current favorite cereal, which is the Cheerios Oat Crunch. It's absolutely delicious. If you guys have never tried a dessert like this, you should. It will change your life. I eat this almost every single night. Good morning, everyone. So today breakfast is super simple because I had lots of leftovers from yesterday. So for today and tomorrow I'll be having leftover Kodiak cakes, and today instead of adding some maple syrup, I'm going to be adding some peanut butter. Alright, so this is breakfast. Yay for not having to cook. So lunch is gonna be super easy today, so I'm really excited to not have to cook. I'm just gonna have leftovers from last night again. And so we have some fish here from last night that I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to also have some yellow rice. And then I'm gonna have a little bit of romaine lettuce with some Catalina. Not the healthiest dressing out there, but I love it so much, and you know, things in moderation are always fine. So that's what I'm having for lunch, and that's about it. So here is lunch for day 2. And since I'm having a salad, Little Biscuit's gonna have a salad too. Sit. There you go. There's your salad. Oh, so good. He sure loves his greens, that's for sure.
Dude, are you kidding?
Is that yummy?
I thought you had that.
Okay, so now I'm just having a little snack before dinner because I'm starving. Just really hungry today. I don't know why. So I'm gonna have one of these Yasso pistachio Greek yogurt bars. I absolutely love these. They're so good, and they have 5 grams of protein, so that's a plus. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then we'll get dinner started. And for dinner tonight, we are having one of my favorite foods, and that is crab legs, some corn on the cob, and roasted broccoli. We've been having crab legs like once a week, almost, because they're so cheap to buy at the grocery store rather than going out and getting them. So, time for dinner. So sorry I didn't update you guys on what I was eating before I showed you guys, but it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon and sis was hungry, okay? So I had to get that food in, but at least you guys could see what I had. I had the rest of those leftover protein pancakes, the Kodiak cakes, and some peanut butter on them. Less peanut butter than I had on them yesterday, and then I also had 4 tablespoons of hummus with a whole wheat pita bread, which I absolutely love. They're so good. I'm obsessed with those. And a little bit of coffee. Now that I've gotten that into my system, I feel a lot better. So here we are at day 3, and today is going to be a rest day because yesterday was terrible. When I started the shred challenge, I of course have just finished the Hourglass challenge, so that was 25 days. During that 25 days, I stopped weightlifting. I only focused on doing that and doing a little bit of walking here and there. I wanted to slowly start working my lifting into also doing the shred challenge. So I wanted to incorporate both and see how much more I can push my results along. Over the past 3 days, I started one of the negative days of the shred challenge before it actually technically got to day 1, and then she took those away once it started. So technically I'd already been doing it for 3 days instead of 2. 2 of those 3 days I decided to also lift for the first time, and so upper body, easy, cake. Upper body's always a lot easier for me. The lower body days are always the ones that are really hard. So I did a lower body day, plus whatever the day 1 exercises were for the Chloe Ting challenge. I don't know what it was though. Yesterday, I got through almost all of the workout, but I knew that I was feeling pretty weak. I decided not to use the band at all because I just felt like my legs were like jello. I could not possibly get through it with doing the band after a leg day. So I was like, it's fine. We're just gonna do it like this. We'll get through it. And then I was like 3.5 minutes away from being done with the entire days of workouts, and I just hit a wall. You guys can see like some of these reps that I was doing, I just had to keep stopping. Like I could not get through the full time, and I was just like, I'm done. I can't do any more. That's it. And I just felt like I decided that today is going to be a full rest day, not doing anything. I'm just gonna chill. Tomorrow we're going on a long hike, which I'm really excited about. It's gonna be the first time we've been able to go out and go to like a state park or anything like that since everything shut down. And that should be really fun. Last night I ended up looking on Pinterest and finding a recipe for these power bites for us to have while we're on the trail tomorrow. So I put those together. I'll leave the link in the description box for you guys so you guys can make that recipe for yourselves if you want. So they came out so good though. So I had one of those last night because of course I had to taste test it and make sure they were good. So last night obviously I wasn't in a great mood, so I kind of went off plan. I was supposed to have just more Greek yogurt with berries like I normally do, but I just wasn't feeling it, so I ended up having that power ball thing, and then I had a little mochi snack. It's like this little ice cream pocket basically, and they're so good. I get the cookies and cream version is my favorite. I love them because like I can have one and feel like I had a sweet treat, but I'm not tempted to eat the whole package like I would be if I had like a pint of ice cream. So I guess what my whole point is to listen to your body, and if it needs rest, give it that rest. You can start your next day a day later. It took me longer than 25 days to get through the Hourglass challenge. I didn't stick to it completely. Some days I was feeling so exhausted and I was like, I'm gonna do this tomorrow. And then I got back up, I felt better, did it the next day, got it done. It really didn't impede my progress or change the outcome. But I was listening to my body, gave it the rest it needed. If I wanted to cheat a little and have a sweet for my mental health, I had it. Didn't let it bother me, just moved on and went right back into my normal, healthier eating habits and stayed on track that way. I didn't go into like full-on binges or anything like that, but it just kept me from going that far. So if you want to have like a little snack or a little something, then have it. Don't feel bad about it, and you'll just be ready to get back into your normal routine right after that, and you'll still hit your goals. So tomorrow should be really fun. I'm excited to go on that hike. I'll probably take you guys along with us for a little bit, and you guys will be able to see what we eat while we're out there. I'm definitely gonna have those power bites tomorrow morning. I really want to make breakfast burritos. I'm gonna have to have a pretty hearty breakfast because we're gonna be hiking for about 5 miles in 86-degree weather, so definitely want to make sure that we are ready for that. Mike's making stir fry. Looks so good. All right, you want to tell us what's in there?
We have steak, baby corn, onions, peppers, broccoli, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, some baby carrots, I don't know if I said that, some mushrooms, and then it was cooked using some sesame oil, some olive oil, and then just mixed.
I'm gonna hold that up.
The stir fry sauce in.
Nice. All right.
My first time using this, and that's it.
Okay, and some white rice, right?
Some white rice.
All right, let's eat. This looks so good, babe. Thanks for cooking, good looking.
You're welcome, baby.
So tonight's snack, big surprise. I'm a creature of habit. When I find things I like to have them often. So again, having some Greek yogurt with some berries. Mike's got a few other berries in his, and then I'm also going to have one of my protein energy balls because they're so yummy. And that's it for day 3. So we're enjoying our snackies and watching the rest of The Mandalorian. Yes, this is my British accent. Do you have anything to add?
Absolutely.
Alright, good morning, day 4. I am starting off with breakfast burritos. We're gonna have a little bit of black beans, eggs, cheese, avocado, in a wrap. Good to go. Good morning, guys. We're on our way to Crowder's Mountain to get some hiking in. I'm just eating my breakfast burrito you guys saw me just make, and I just realized that I forgot to put salsa on this. But it still tastes good. It's gonna be a nice, nutritious breakfast. Give us some energy, and we're gonna need it. It's gonna be almost 90 degrees today, so really excited, and I'll update you guys once we get there. So we got to Crowder's Mountain, that's where we were gonna go hiking, and they closed off part of the parking lot because it was full, so we had to go to a completely different part. We weren't able to actually hike where we wanted to go to the overlooks, but that's okay. We just went on a different trail and had a lot of fun, but we also ended up getting some food while we were out, and all I got from this tavern was a grilled chicken wrap with a whole wheat wrap around it and some honey mustard, and I had some sweet potato fries, and I only ate like half of that. And then now we just picked up Cookout because Mike's never had Cookout before. And let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got the Cookout tray. Sorry, our car is a little bit messy, but we got a cheerwine float, and we got a banana pudding milkshake, and then we also got, we're sharing this, so we got a double cheeseburger, some hush puppies, and onion rings, and then he got some chicken nuggets on the side. So we are set for our cheat day, and that is it. We're gonna eat healthy the rest of the day, and we're gonna enjoy this. Good morning, guys. Happy Skincare Sunday. I am starting off this day a little bit late. I slept in pretty late today. I'm about to get my period, so I'm just feeling like really tired and crampy and kind of bloated and like just weird in general. I'm sure you guys can relate. But I definitely want to get in today's workouts, ready to go. And so today I'm starting off the day with kind of a light breakfast so that I can work out a little bit sooner, but I do want to have a little bit of extra energy to help me get through it. So I'm having some of the high fiber and protein oatmeal. This is something that I have once in a while. I don't have this every single day or like multiple times a week, maybe once a week, because it does have those added sugars in it. Obviously there are healthier ways that you can make oatmeal, but I just wanted something really fast today. So I popped that together, and then I'm also going to have 2 rice cakes with some peanut butter for the energy, and then I'm also going to have my pre-workout. So I just got a new flavor in the mail, and that's their blackberry pomegranate. It's really good, just like every other flavor they have, so I wasn't worried about that at all. And so we're gonna get ourselves a little bit of energy, and then we're gonna get right into our Sunday workout and get on with the rest of the day. I hope you guys are having a great day. Oh, and I'm sure some of you guys are probably wondering what all of this blue stuff is on our walls. I actually taped off everything. We're slowly trying to repaint this entire house white from this like weird grayish green color, and that'll be nice and white very soon. So I know this doesn't seem like much, but it's full of proteins. Just another example of like, find things that you enjoy eating and then eat those, whatever helps you stick to what you're trying to achieve. And for me right now, that's some black beans because they're left over from yesterday morning. And I'm gonna have this nice little tuna sandwich here. I'm pretty plain when it comes to my tuna. Obviously you guys saw that I didn't really season it at all, but you guys can do whatever you want with it. I know that some people add like mustard or garlic powder or whatever. I just add a little bit of mayo and then put onions and lettuce on it. And that is lunch. And for dinner tonight, I'm making my hummus crusted salmon. I absolutely love this. This is my favorite way to eat salmon now. So I'm just going to pop the salmon in the oven with a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, let that cook, and then for the last 2.5 minutes, I'm going to pull that out and actually add a few tablespoons of hummus and pop that back in, broil that so that it gets nice and crispy on the top. We're also having that with a little bit of kale on the side for our greens. All right, so here is dinner all finished. We have some hummus crusted salmon and garlic kale. We have our greens, we have our healthy fats, we have our proteins, we have a low carb meal, and we are gonna be full and satisfied. All right, and for dessert tonight, I'm having my Dutch cocoa protein cookies. Yes, all of these bad boys are mine for the night. This is 33 grams of protein, I believe 24 carbs, and 7.5 grams of fat in this entire thing. And so I'm gonna get my protein in, but also kick that sweet tooth. So you guys can find this recipe actually in this card that I'm linking up in the top corner. That's in this video here. And the only thing that I changed from that video is I added mini chocolate chips to it instead of white chocolate chips because I didn't have any, and then I added a little bit of sprinkles. These are so good. I cannot wait to dig in and watch some Dead to Me Season 2. All right, starting off day 5 with a little bit of coffee and this Pure, I don't know how to say it. It's liquid stevia basically, and I'm having a fried egg sandwich. So I'm having 2 whole eggs, 2 egg whites, and I'm going to toast a whole wheat sandwich thin, add some light mayo, and that is going to be my breakfast sandwich of the day. Morning guys, day 5. This is breakfast. We're having a little bit of coffee with almond milk and the stevia drops and a fried egg sandwich. I used to eat these all the time as a kid and I haven't had one in a really long time, so I'm very excited to eat this. Today is a rest day and I'm just marinating in my tanner, so I'm gonna get this in and do some editing. For lunch today, I'm having a protein shake, so I'm starting off with about 6 ice cubes and a tablespoon of peanut butter, about a cup of almond milk, and a scoop of my RSP TrueFit protein powder, and then mixing that all up. And it's just a really yummy, high protein lunch snack thing. Yes. And for dinner tonight, I'm having 2 of these chicken sausage links. They're so good. I'm having some protein pasta. So every serving of this pasta has 10 grams of protein in it with a little bit of pasta sauce. And I'm also having some sauteed veggies on the side, some mushrooms and some onions. So good. This was actually so filling too that this was the last thing that I ate that day. I didn't even have room left in the night to eat nighttime snacks, which was crazy. So today's supposed to be day 6, but I feel like everything from now on is going to be really repetitive for you guys and kind of boring because I eat the same stuff all the time. So I figured 5 days is a really good example of what I would eat in a week. Basically, a few things here and there would change. The one thing that does change is the fact that I don't actually have crab legs every single week. I know that's kind of a weird thing to add in there, but for me that was just like normal every other week or so. But I don't think that I showed you guys any of the air fryer chicken that I do. So a lot of the time, at least once a week, we'll have air fryer chicken, and that's just chicken thighs or chicken legs cooked in the air fryer so that the skin gets nice and crispy. And that's pretty much the only difference, the only thing that wasn't included in this, but I'll definitely make more of these if you guys want them with other ideas as well, because I'm constantly switching things up. It's always the same foods, but put together in different ways. So if you guys want that, I will do that for you. But there were so many of you guys asking me on my previous video, the Hourglass challenge, and so many of you guys have been leaving comments like, what kind of diet were you doing? Are you doing any diet? And I just feel like I want to get it out there for you guys sooner than later. So I feel like this is a good idea of what I would eat in a week while doing the program. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. That would help so much. And subscribe if you haven't already. We have a lot of exciting things coming. Mike is actually I'm going to tell you guys right now, it was a secret, but it's not going to be a secret anymore. Mike has actually agreed to do a day of the Chloe Ting challenge with me, so he's going to try it out. It's going to be a really great video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload, and follow me on Instagram, hey, because I've been posting some workouts there, and it will help keep you accountable if you are doing the Chloe Ting workouts as well. I post every single day, and I post a lot of updates from that day's workout, so follow me over there. Lots of cute little yummy recipes as well, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!